Detach yourself, right? And what's your advice for younger people? I feel like we live in a society where we're like in an identity crisis. We're chasing for something, whether it's materialistic, whether it's money. We're always chasing for something. We're not happy with where we are today. So what would your advice be for the younger people out there on how to detach from that materialistic value, how to detach from everything and keep a balance between?
Detaching yourself doesn't mean you don't have goals, objectives, a vision, or what you want. That's the hardest contradictory thing that we think about when I talk about detaching from an outcome. I want you to have outcomes, not the ultimate outcome, right? It's just a milestone, something that you want. But detachment to me means one important thing, your happiness. Right? What I find when I was young, I'll be happy when I graduate high school. I'll be happy if I get to play college football. I'll be happy if I get a scholarship to play. I'll be happy when I graduate college. I'll be so happy when I get into law school. I'll be so happy when I'm a lawyer. I'll be so happy when I pass the bar. I will be so happy when I make my first $1 million. That was my life. Every single one of those things came true. And I wasn't happy. What I started realizing was detach myself from the outcome, and I'm going to be happy with the pursuit, the consistent every day. That's what I'm going to enjoy. Every single day, enjoy the consistent, persistent, without quit pursuit of my potential. And the potential is your what? The pursuit is your why and how, right? That's the enjoyment part. That inspiration, it doesn't matter. I can instill and infuse value in anything I do, even taking the trash out. How many here have heard my trash story? Couple, good. I'll tell you real quick because it changed my life. I hated taking the trash out. 6 kids, 5 boys, 1 girl. I don't know why I was anointed. Maybe it's my name, the trash taker. But literally, I hated trash, so I'd begrudgingly take out the trash. It would spill on me. I'd throw it. If ever there was glass in the trash, I guarantee it would cut me. If it ever trash would leak, I guarantee it would leak on me, especially if I was dressed up for something important, right? I hated trash. I get to college, smallest football player in my football fraternity. Guess who gets to take the trash out in the fraternity? And that's nasty. Hated it. I get married, have 3 daughters. Guess who gets to take the trash out? And then I started realizing I'm not living with purpose. I'm seeing things the wrong way. I'm the biggest hypocrite in the world because I'm teaching people to enjoy the pursuit of their potential. And I looked at that trash and I said, if I can take my nemesis, one of the things I think is the biggest waste of time, right? Time is my biggest waste. I could be helping. I could, taking the, I have 3, why is this? So I said to myself, what do I want? The what? I said, wow, I'm really busy now. I just want a couple moments every day to think about what makes me happy. And I want now trash to be my exit. I want trash, when I see it, I'm going to take it out and I'm going to take my time because now every time I take trash out, it's going to be the time that I think about what I want to make me happy so I can make other people happy. And I infused this purpose into trash. And so I started getting home and I immediately looked to see if the trash was out because I still needed to decompress from the day, right? Especially when my publicist gets the time wrongs. But I do, I decompress and I take that trash out. And then I go to friends' houses and everybody's kind of on me asking questions. And sometimes I get out of my learning zone and I have to get back to center. And I'm like, wait a second, I'm helping everybody, but I'm running out of juice. I got to refuel. I need to know what I want to make me. If I'm not happy, I can't give what I don't have. So I go over and I'll look at my friend's house and ask his wife, would you mind if I take your trash out? And she's sitting there going, man, I never noticed how good looking Dave is. Now I used to think Julie married him for his money, but oh, he's pretty good looking. It's amazing what happens when you do shit like this. But I take the trash out. Here's the most remarkable thing about infusing purpose and giving something different energy. It's the exact same trash. Same trash as when I was a kid, same trash as in the fraternity, same trash with my girls that are now teenagers and will definitely not take the trash out. The most remarkable thing is one day, not too long ago, my 17-year-old, who won't even turn off the lights, all of a sudden sees the trash and took the trash out. Said, Dad, would you mind? And I know in my heart it was because I shifted the energy. It's like, I analogize it. One time I went up on my roof and I jumped off the roof into the pool. And the teenage girls were like, oh, can I do that? And they wanted to do it because of the energy that I had, the excitement and fun, and it, right? And I put that energy into taking the trash out. Now the 17-year-old unconsciously picked it up and said, wait a second, there's something going on here. This is not the nemesis that dad has. This isn't something I'm going to avoid like the plague. And so what I say to you, if you want to be happy and detached from your outcomes, is look consistently, persistently, but enjoy the pursuit of your potential. And if things don't align as you want them to, infuse purpose into it. It only represents what you want it to represent. I was in an interview this morning in San Diego, and I love this woman, and she has 4 kids, you know, Nashville singer, very successful, and she's interviewing me, and she goes, you know, I just hate the moms that go, I have to do this. Right? I have to take the trash out. All I did was switch I have to I get to. I get to go to work. How many people say that? I get to go home. I get to spend the day with my son. Right? When I was an asshole and an idiot, I used to tell my wife, what do you mean I got to babysit this weekend? And she'd look at me like, fool, what are you talking about? These are your kids. What do you mean babysit? Right? I had to babysit. Now, I beg. I get to spend the weekend with my kids. Right? I'm blessed. And as we get older, trust me, you understand that blessing. And so I look at things as, wow, what an unexpected opportunity or expected opportunity that I've been given. And that's what we want to have as our perspective. And that comes through gratitude, empathy, accountability, and effective communication.